How's it going, everyone? This is, of course, Let's Rank almost every Super Nintendo game. This is part 72. We are rolling on, as they say. We're about to do another 2 games, of course, getting back to them community picks, because shoutouts to one Retro Chris, who a couple weeks ago gave me a very fine donation, which I will get to more details about in a bit. But first, hello Retro Chris, how are you doing? I see you there. Altison, thank you so much also for joining. And Pantera Anka, of course, as always. Harpo Boy is look, you know, Limp Bizkit, not a good band, right? I mean, huge band back in the day. I'm not a monster, right? I own both Nookie and also the Chocolate Starfish album. I'm not a monster. Not a good band, but oh, that shit hit real nice back in the day, didn't it? Didn't it? I sure think it did. It's like it did the full circle, right? It's in the circle now that's, you know, like the horseshoe that's like cringe and stuff, right? It's like now it's just a matter, is like, is it problematic or not? And then you can say, yeah, it's fine. Or, nah, I'm good. It's ironic cringe. I mean, yeah. I mean, sorry. But the perspective of that irony is like on us as the audience, right? Its performance is extremely earnest, and that's what allowed it to better cross the Rubicon back to the full circle, right? Fonk, good to see you as well. I see you put the version tag in the ranking. That means you're going to play the EU and JP version. I've always put them in there. I'm not sure what you mean by that. I've always played EU or JP versions previously, depending on what that game was, right? But yeah. Ganj, good to see you as well. Good to see you. It was not earnest. Fonk. Look, playing a character, I mean, is pro wrestling not earnest? You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's as black and white as this. Playing a character, right? It's like something can be in earnest and still be extremely in character. Hulk not earnest. It's not the same. What we're saying, talking about performance. Did you see Jack Black's version of Mr. Crowley? No. I haven't. Like doing a cover with the son of Tom Morello on guitar. That sounds really weird. I'm also saying, this week, Chrome stopped letting you force their override to the disabling of uBlock. And now, whenever I get those ads that shrink the stream, they kill performance. Gosh, I don't know what to tell you, but you heard of Firefox. I think Firefox is a pretty good browser. I'm being paid. I ain't doing any fucking commercials out here, but like, you know, I've done the full circle back from using Firefox. It's like for me, I think about like my web browser ecology, you know, back from the Internet Explorer days of 6 and 7.0, even like a 7.1 or something like this. It's like, well, I'm done with this. I'm going to try this Firefox thing. And this would have been probably like what? Late 2000s, right? Late 2000s? Maybe early 2000s? I would say late 2000s, right? I was like, yeah, I'm all over this Firefox thing now. And then that got super bloated. And then it's like, well, this is sure freezing my computer real bad just to do web browsing. You know, it's like just extremely bloated with like add-ons and stuff like that. And then after that, I was like, well, let's see what this Chrome thing is all about. And that was when like Google had that motto, it's like do no wrong or whatever like that. And now we're doing the circle back, right? Now it's time to go back to Firefox. Extremely lightweight for now. Who knows? Who knows? But I will say, uBlock still works pretty good with Firefox, Ganj. Because there's like that whole thing where Chrome blocked uBlock Origin from working anymore because there's something with, I don't know, something about its add-on use a certain thing that Google wanted to deprecate. But it still works in Firefox, right? So it's worth it. I don't know who's Sergi Bird. Who's that, Ganj? Who's that? Seems problematic. Let me look this up on my own really quick. I have a way to start a stream. Oh, yeah, this guy. Yeah, fuck that dude. No thanks. No thank you. There's a charity gig last week. Ozzy retired. Oh, I wasn't aware of that. I haven't been paying attention. That's fun. Black Sabbath's last concert. Wow. You won't play a whole lot of Black Sabbath this Friday for Rocksmith. Retro Chris. That seems like a good way to handle that. I played War Pigs again just the other day. I was practicing. And I was just like, fuck yeah, this song still whips. So, has Jack Black apologized to Kyle yet? I don't know. He has apologized for playing Claptrap. It should. It doesn't need to apologize to me for that. Probably needs to apologize to like anyone who paid to go see that movie. But that's what the money is for, right? What's his name from Mad Men saying that, right? I was actually at the concert. It was honestly incredible. Which concert? You talking about the Black Sabbath thing? Was it like that's wild? Like I feel like physically at like were they doing this in your parts of the world? That's nice, I guess. Jeez, that's nuts. That's fun. All right. Anyways, let's move on. Thank you so much for joining, everyone. In Birmingham, they're local area. Oh wow, well done. Let's do the promo and get started with the show, shall we? Because of course this video would be archived. Stop. Here we go. Twitch. I almost said the wrong website. YouTube.com/@RJLeas where these videos are archived over there. If you go over there, you can like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. That's contact recorders. Love. I'm gonna take a sip. My words are not coming out. Like, comment, subscribe over there. If you're hanging out, thank you so much for doing that. Of course, if you want to join us live, you can come over to twitch.tv/RJLee. Of course, up here, give me a follow. Handy. I was at the handy dandy links. What the fuck am I talking about? It's like I've never done this before. I don't keep a script. It's in here somewhere. I'll find it. Come on over here, give me your follow. It's also free. You get a handy dandy little notification every time I go live. Of course, you can join the fine folks over in my chat. Thanks, Harpo Boy. Of course, do support me over here on Twitch. You can do so with a Twitch subscription if you wish. That goes towards the bonus streams, the double header of events. One half of that is video game related. The other half of that is the Playlist LP, which is where I take my guitars back there and I play Rocksmith. Of course, to play Rocksmith using all that fine custom DLC provided by the fine folks over at customsforge.com. Wonderful bunch of lovelies. I'm not be able to do that show without them. Thank you so much to them. Of course, want to bypass all that Twitch business, you can always pass me a tip and or donation. There are links down below. If you click on that, just goes to my personal stream balance page, do a simple PayPal transaction. That's the most direct way to support me. That literally puts the groceries on the table and pays for them bills and all that good stuff, much like Retro Chris did a couple weeks ago. Which, of course, in lieu of such, they at least a $20 tip or 8 gift subs or 2,000 bits. It suggests a Super Nintendo game for yourself, and I'd play it as soon as possible, as long as we are doing today's show, which is let's rank almost every Super Nintendo game. Of course, as long as I'm not playing someone else's game, as long as it's not the very end of the show, I will gently nudge you in the queue before we play your game, but I'll do it as soon as possible. Of course, if you want to see this full list of... Oh, that's not even close. There we go. I don't know why my computer always does that. Always very weird. Hey, Del Focus, how's it going? Of course, you want to see this full list of Super Nintendo games that I have played for yourself. You go on over to tinyurl.com/SNES ranking. You want to see Cosmo Police Galavon 2 Arrow of Justice, and why it's 229 out of 232. Ay, that game was not good. But, you know, just as well, you can go on over and see Chrono Trigger and see why it's my number 2 game. Of course, beside every single game on this list over at that URL, just on my personal website, you can click on it. It goes to a YouTube archive where I've got every single video that I do, except for the music stuff, because that doesn't archive very well. But, you know, you want to know how these games end up there, and you want to see it for yourself, just click on those handy dandy little time-stamped hot links. And of course, we'll just go directly to the moment where I start playing it. Retro Chris says, I just want to see, where is Godzilla at? Well, Retro Chris, it depends. Which Godzilla are we talking about? Is it perhaps... Jesus Christ. Is it perhaps the fighting game that you're referencing? Which I can't find for the life of me. Kaiju Daikasen at 143. Actually not bad when you think about it. I think it's got 230 some odd games on the list. This game is not great. But, you know, it's okay. Oh no, it couldn't be that one, Retro. Wow. Let's use this Control F search to see what other Godzilla games it comes up with. Because... Oh, yeah. Right. Super Godzilla at 209 out of 232.
This is cocaine speaking.
I feel like I'm on cocaine when I played that game. I played that game twice. Technically not twice, actually. Technically 4 times, if I recall correctly. Yuck. No thank you. I don't care what my chat says right now. Let's get started with today's show, shall we? Remember when you beat it? Yeah. I do. Every day I try to forget. Del Focus. Let's play today's game. So, Retro Chris, obviously, thank you so much for your very kind donations. Retro Chris says, doing enough for basically set my programming basically for the next couple weeks, if you wish. We don't have to do it every single week, obviously. But for this week, the first game we'll be playing, it's very obviously listed here, we are playing Metal Warriors for the Super Nintendo. If it would load up, would you please? Ooh. There he goes. Published by Konami, of all people. Let's open the volume mixer just to be sure, because that was very loud in my ears. In the year 2102, the United Earth government is under a state of siege. Wow, look at this! From the forces of the Dark Axis, led by the evil dictator Venkar Amon. The Axis, there should be a comma there. The Axis forces have waged a bloody 3-year war against Earth. Should be a period. What's this intro crawl have against punctuation? Now only a handful of warriors remain in defense of free Earth. Equipped with advanced robotic combat suits, these valiant few are hidden. They are known as Metal Warriors. Wow. I like this intro already. That's fun. I'm going to turn this game down just a smidge. Just a touch on the loud side. At least in my ears. Here's what I know. LucasArts developed this game. Which is kind of weird, right? That's kind of weird. Wow, Harpo Boy's like, I love this game. Well, let's take a look. Robot. Nitro. Oh, what? We're going to have different robots? Nitro. Track. Prometheus. Ballistic. Spider. Why did I say spider like I said it? It was like an NBA Jam character. Spider. Havoc. These are just American Gladiator names. This is all I'm seeing right now. Energy cannon. Okay. I'm going to guess that's just your normal gun. Shield all flight pack. Beam saber. Use power up. That's interesting. Okay. Use power up. It's got like a Gradius style kind of like power up system or something. Or is that just use item, right? Also, different controls for all these funny different. Look at this UFO ass motherfucker. Fire left up. Okay, I guess. Use power up. Power dive. It's I just read that like Lee Trevino's fighting golf or something. Like power drive. Not Lee Trevino. What's the golfer from The Simpsons that they made that joke where like Bart has like a golf game and then it just goes like, you have selected power drive. And he hits the ball and he's like, you are now in the parking lot. Prometheus looks like some big cannon ass, a mega cannon. Sorry, my mistake. The name's right there. Aerial Mines Bridgemaker. Lee Carvalho. That's it. Thank you, Harpo Boy. I'm glad someone else there knows what joke I'm referencing. It's ballistic. That's just a ball. But it's got guns on it, apparently. Spin jump in power spin. Is this a Sonic game? What's going on? Spider's got a web because Spider, of course. All right, let's just select to practice. Let's skip the practice. That one football coach in that one meme is not gonna be happy. Change name. Stone. I'll be Stone, I guess. I don't. Let's move on. I was expecting more options like lives and stuff. Also, it has a head-to-head mode. It's like a fighting game in the back. I don't know. That's weird. Let's just start the game for now. Wow, look at these graphics. Fucking gunbuster ass fucking flipping of switches. Primary systems engage. All secondaries are green. Wow, look at this. Fucking guy dancing like Donald Trump out here. Jesus Christ. Yeah, LucasArts. LucasArts is doing anime. Ready for launch? Okay. Not a very LucasArts sounding game, I'll say that. Mission 1. Rescue at Axis 5. Here's what the only other thing I know about this game is like, it's really want to be that Cybernator game that I like so much, right? Locate Agent Marissa and get out as fast as you can. Okay, dude. Oh, that's... that is just not the, like, machine gun sound that I was expecting. It's like, ba-doo, 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 ba-doo. Like... it controls basically like Cybernator, controlling the articulation of its arm. You know, I got a jump pack, as it called it. Got this melee attack, which is Looks very extreme. I don't know about this. This sprite looks a little strange, but that's okay. I don't know what I just put down there, but do I have a limited amount of those? Is this a shield? Well, I seem to have run out, so let's rewind, I guess. I don't really know. Okay, I have a shield. Could use a couple more animation sprites, is what I'm seeing. You know? These animations definitely look like they came from LucasArts in a way. Like, I don't know why. It's like I'm getting the same vibe I get when I've played Super Star Wars and the animation it uses in those games. It's like, I don't want to say cheap, but it's like, it definitely looks like it could use a couple more frames, right? Oh, I just roasted that guy. Also, I love that the sound is like not always working. Oh, we seem to have picked up bigger energy balls, I guess. I like that there's a little bit of that mech doing that. You know, when it lands, it kind of goes like, it's got a little like give in the legs. You know, try to like show off how heavy these mechs are. That's cool. You know, Cybernator does that a lot, obviously, but boy, the way this thing's jiggling when you walk is real silly. All right, well, hold on. There is an explosion sound there. It can't handle the amount of sound channels from my shooting. Rapid fire, it can't play any other sound effect. Like, video games are hard to make, right? I get it, I guess. Alright, just pick up. Oh, is this like use power up if I press L? Yeah, look at that. Oh wow, look at that! So, am I gonna get crushed by this? Okay, you just get big old missiles now. Is this unlimited? This seems to be unlimited. I don't see an ammo counter anywhere. Oh, it's... Okay, maybe it's time limited, it seems. That's interesting, I guess. It's different. Probably help, right? Oh, this door is closing now, so I can't go back. Port? What are we doing here? Can't seem to kill this guy down here. Just gave me health. Can I get out? Okay, I can get out. I'm just the guy now. Also, I took 6 damage, it seems. Can I go through this tube? Cannot seem to go through this tube. Am I supposed to even go this way? Get back in my mech. Also, my gun seems to have... Is power? Perhaps? I'm gonna guess supposed to go this way, right? That's fun. I had to shoot through this thing to get through. Still don't know what that was. Hero Warriors was actually created by most of the same team who previously worked on Zombies Ate My Neighbors. That's interesting. This is quite different. I just pick up. Oh wow! Look at this. Makes you all upside down in anti-gravity, I guess. That's fun. Also, that's just another mech. This is what's that game? I think it's called... No, not Blade Storm. I think it's Metal Storm for the NES, where you had a power that could do something like this. That's fun. Ow, Jesus, that thing smoked the shit out of me. Might get out of this guy and get into this one? I guess. Just shove that robot. Alright, well, I got another robot! In case that one I had was all too messed up. It's originally intended to be published by Nintendo as a first-party title during Christmas in the 3D era, where publishing duties were ultimately handled by Konami instead. produced limited run of copies. Right. Isn't there a whole thing, Retrocris, about how this game is like super limited in terms of like how many games are like how many physical copies are out there, so it like made it like super. Oh god, this guy needs to stop shooting me. Jesus. I shoot my shield, right? It's like the cart is worth quite a bit, if I'm not mistaken. Is that right? Bucks. Fuck that. Oh my god. That's too much money. I do not approve, right? Collectors are gonna be collectors. I get it, but that is too much money. Also, I just realized I don't have like in Cybernator where I can like lock my arm position and still walk with it. As soon as you start moving, it straightens out, which is not the easiest to do. I can hold it at a 45-degree angle as I hold like this, but that's it. It's like I would not mind it if I could perhaps lock my arm into place and still be able to walk. Yeah, it's what's up with the space weed? Harpo Boy, you're absolutely correct about this. I'm getting roasted by this enemy. But I also don't have a life bar anywhere. I'm just kind of going by, like, my dude. See, it's like moments like this. It's like I can't hit this guy at the right angle, so I have to move. But I can't stay on this ledge. It kind of rolls me forward. It's kind of annoying. I'm not gonna lie. Get finer control like this. Probably use a life pickup or something, right? Okay. These gun sounds are very funny. See, it's like moments like, come on. Also, I'm just eating hits. Okay, making progress. Also, my jets appear to be fairly unlimited. That's interesting. Doesn't have like a limit in terms of like how long I can hold on to these boosters. Definitely had that in Cybernator, so. Ow. Can I pick these up? I can't seem to pick these missiles up. It's weird. Yeah, my mech is not looking so hot. Can't seem to blow these up, can I? Oh yeah, I forgot. I have a sword. Okay. I just realized, oh, I have some like directionality to this. So this is the default attack. If I hold forward, he kind of does like a stab, but if I do up, he kind of swings up in a way, which I don't know how useful that is. Also, I can't do a melee attack as I'm in the air. I can only do it when I'm on the ground, it seems. Come on. Can I clear this out? Alright, that does work. I don't know how useful it is to me right now, but I hear you. This guy doesn't know how to shoot straight up. Looks useful. Let's get that. Oh, this is just annoying. I'm not gonna lie. Ugh, come on. I don't know why it like backs me up. It's probably because I'm like swinging at something. And there it says, now the hitbox order of that swipe on those boxes was interesting. Yeah, it's a little confusing. It's like, I'm definitely not, see, it's like, the hitbox is only where the sword actually is, Panther, it seems, right? But like, it's not necessarily always exactly in front of me or exactly above me. It's only on the animation frames where it exists. Which is a choice. Hey, look, we got our health back. I guess. Also, I just realized our mech is exactly one of these boxes wide. I thought I had to like destroy at least two, given how large the sprite is, but the hitbox is actually smaller than that. Yeah, but if you get a big set of blocks in front of you again, take a swipe before... Yeah, it's like... It gets it on the way back. Again, it's like wherever you see like the purple blade is exactly where the hitbox is, right? But it's not necessarily directly in front of me the whole time to take a second swipe at it, because it's like 1, 2, 3. Like each of these blocks is 3 hits, and yeah, it passes through and comes back. It's a little weird. I guess your upper... You see, it's like I'm missing this part. Kind of in... It doesn't make sense. It's fine. We're just being... Look, Panthera, I know. You're a fighting game sicko like I am. So, I know these are things you're going to look for, like I do. Also, I picked up the lady. Thanks for the rescue. Now let's get out of here quick. Okay. I'm trying, but my sword only has so many activation frames. Miss. I'm trying one. Oh, hello. Can you stop shooting me? This ammo is unlimited. Oh, mission complete. Okay, well. Fantastic. Here's my first impression of this game. I think it looks pretty sick. Feels a little budget. Doesn't look budget. Just feels a little budget. I don't know if budget's actually maybe the good term. It's like... It's a little quirky for sure, right? I like what I'm seeing out of this presentation, though. It's very cool. I like how big the sprites are, not just in these little cutscenes and stuff like that, but I like it, like the design of the robots. Look okay, you know. Just say British. I didn't want to say that at all, actually, Del Focus. This game doesn't feel very British, I'll tell you that much. Boarding party, mission 2, okay. If it's like, when I think of something that feels very British, it's like, have to have very, like the controls would have to feel a little weird to me. This control's okay, it just feels very... a little bit lacking in refinement. And again, it's like that comes down to like, you know, stuff I was talking about. It's like, okay, well, I can't control this arm to point exactly where I want it. It doesn't seem to... I'm not getting like a lot of good feedback for like how I'm supposed to avoid things. I'm not... Those hitboxes are a little weird. The sound channel thing I described, but like, you know, this gun constantly firing is masking these explosion sounds. That's what I mean by like unrefined, right? So we're down here now. Need sword. There's a dude like behind me. Like, I can only shoot this enemy right in the cannon before it takes damage, you know? The explosions are, you know, just not a lot of animation frames. That's what I mean. It's like, this game, it feels like it's trying to bite off more than it can chew, which I can respect. Don't get me wrong. I don't think this game is bad. I just think it's like, feels like they were, jeez, it's like stuff like this. Like, I can't shoot here unless I'm like feathering and jumping real weird. Just like to be this little guy. It's fun. Guess I got my health back, which is good. 50k units only were sold for metal warriors. That does not sound like a lot. Retro Chris. Like, these people very clearly saw Cybernator and were like, oh, we gotta make that. You know? Like, what I call this budget Cybernator? Yeah, kinda, right? How do I... Come on. Okay, well, I don't know how I'm supposed to avoid that. So, okay, I can blow up these missiles, it seems. But only with these other missiles. Just, like, shoot my way through this level, I guess? So, okay, here we go. I'm out of missiles to be able to get through the rest of this map, it seems. Can I sort it? I cannot sort it. I would like to get that power up. Well, if I don't have any more missiles, what am I supposed to do? Come on. Don't focus. If you were to ask me if I thought this was like an Amiga game, I could say maybe. You know, Amiga games are noteworthy for some of their clone-like magic, you know? I said the magic word. Yeah, now all the Amiga freaks are gonna come after me for saying that. It's like there's something here with like the way it's doing like this destructible terrain and stuff. I'll say that much. Fun little reverse gravity thing. So this is... It's like, come on, just let me through. Oh my god, I can't... Didn't get the health pickup. Took me too long trying to shoot through this stupid box. It's kind of fun shield, that's neat. I have a shield too, jerk. What do you want me to do? Come on. Okay. My robot's not looking so hot, so how am I supposed to get through here? Can I just not? Do I have to get out? Right, get out, right. Look, they're shooting at me, Harpo boy. Come on. Retro Chris says, Metal Warriors feels more like its design was based around the phrase, wouldn't it be cool if? Yeah. Yeah. That's not a bad thing, right? I'm okay with this. Also, I think that's my life bar, is every time I take a hit, that number is going down by 1. Also, immediate mission complete as soon as you just get to where you are. You don't have to actually do anything. And now we're flying? What's happening? Guess we did it. Mission here was of utmost importance. Agent we rescued. We rescued an agent? Okay. This 5 gives the location of an enemy supply base. Base is located on the... Okay. I'll say I like the AI pretty well. If you're the little dude, the others might jack the mech off you. Wait, what? They can steal your mech? Yeah, I can see the LucasArts in these cutscenes for sure as well, Harpo Boy. It's like... this kind of like very lush sprite work screams LucasArts. It's just not... It's like not in a style they typically do, right? Like when I think of like LucasArts sprites, I think of like Sam and Max. I think of Day of the Tentacle, right? Like, obviously you can go further back with like Maniac Mansion and stuff like that, right? But like seeing this, like this on the Super Nintendo, no less, like it's kind of strange, right? I have no idea what's happening in this plot, though. War on the Rock! Don't tell Dwayne Johnson. Good luck, Stone. Yeah, thanks, I guess. I'm probably going the right direction, right? I'm just gonna let that guy go. I'm just gonna let that guy go. But he's gonna keep shooting me, so what? Get out of here. Get out of here. Right, okay. Grabby thing again. Oh, that's just a dead end. And now we're... Well... What is this gun? What did I just pick up? What is this gun? I'm not controlling the direction. Why is it? You can shoot through the wall in some places. Okay. Why is this gun so weird? What's going on with this gun? Why is this gun, like, going all crazy up and down? Oh my god. Oh my god, please. I'm glad that's over with. God, we're not doing great. We're not doing great, folks. This is bad. Can you please just blow up? Thank you. Ow. Ow! Oh my god! Get out of here. There's just a bunch of mines here. Oh my god. Do I want to go this way or do I want to go the other way? Let's try this way. No, that's... Fuck! There's just mines down there! There's nothing up here. There's nothing up here. Why would you put this here on the map? There's nothing up here! Also, my robot does not even have a gun anymore. It's... Oh, I'm in trouble. Peace. I can't run past this, it seems. Also, I can't seem to... I don't... Wait, do I have my... I don't have my sword anymore either? Also, like, I haven't blown up yet, magically, somehow. I need to find, like, a repair port or something, right? Wait, that seems important in there, maybe? Oh god. The momentum when you're a little guy like this. Okay. Okay, is that good? I don't know if that's good, but can I take this mech? This looks like a mech I can take. Okay, now we're one of these. This funny cannon. Oh wow, look at this! That's fun. That looks great, you know? Ow. Oh my god, please. These hitboxes are not very good. I'm not gonna lie. These hitboxes are actually kind of terrible. I'm getting blown the fuck up. Okay. Jeez. Get out of here, right? Fuck you, dudes. I love how he walks up to his on console. He's like, do-do-do-do-do, just like, that's me hacking. Just me pressing these buttons. Oh no, he took my mech! He took my mech! I need that! Ah, jeez. Ah, jeez. Ah, beans. Fuck. Where do I go now? There's nowhere else to go. Also, I despawned that guy. Seems. I can't get past this. Do I get another mech if I go back to that one area? No. The answer is no. Is there another mech anywhere I can take? There's that repair port. I can't damage that gun without a mech, so... Also, we could just keep going back, it seems real fucking far. Oh, hello! What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing here? What are we doing? Can I, like, hijack this guy's mech in any way? Because he'd have to get out, right? So this dude's on my ass. How do I get in there? These seem like walls maybe I could have shot through, but this gun, definitely not. Well, am I like soft locked now from progressing this level? Because yeah, fine. I guess. What other option did I have? At least I had a way to like get killed. Oh my god, it started the level over again. Yay! Oh my god, I hate how the melee kind of bounces you back like that. Okay, well, we upgraded our gun. Just so we can bust through these walls. Why? I don't know. Why not? Perhaps. No? Got some missiles. Cool. What? I don't know what I just picked up, but it's making me... Okay. I could take this mech if I wanted, but I blew it up by accident trying to shoot that guy so he wouldn't jump into it. Oh my god! Fuck! Still hurts. It's still trying to... Oh my god! I can't shield in the air either, by the way. At least I can move left and right. Ugh! God. Well, I've lost my gun. So I guess we're going back this way. Let's bail out of this guy, right? Yeah, I guess I could have used an up swipe maybe to try that. Panthera, you're right. I like that this has an up swipe. That's like actually going up. That's fun. Let's try this again and not have our mech stolen. So fuck that one up. I guess I should have kept that and repaired it. But how am I how am I supposed to walk by this? Right? Also, does this even stay? Let's see, I guess. This gun might be better than the other gun I had, at least. In my opinion. Something about like the spread it does actually makes it easier to hit things. Oh my god, please. Oh, it can't jump like the other one can. It can only go so high. Oh my god. Don't steal my mech. Don't. Oh, you son of a. Is my other mech still back there? Please tell me my other mech is still back here. Okay. Where's that repair center? Oh, I don't want to be on the elevator. Get out of here. Can you give me a health pack or... Last time I was standing near these things, yeah, there we go. Okay, good. This game is weird. I'm quickly finding out. This game is very strange. Not for great reasons, but boy, it's trying. Right? It's trying to do something. Oh my god. What is with this hitbox? Okay, I need to open that door still, I guess. Fuck. Pressure says, I like this game better than Cybernator. I don't believe you, Retro Chris. Shit, if I get out my mech again, is it going to get stolen? I just need to hit that switch. Which... I swear to God. Nope. Okay, good. Ow. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Good work, Stone. You've captured the central power core. You say so. Enemy ship is dropping space armor into the base. Don't let them destroy the core generators. Say so. Just trying to shoot this dude. I hear stuff blowing up. Oh, that's fun. Can I get in that guy? They are destroying the core. Look. I don't... I can't stay up here long enough to shoot these guys. I'm trying, my dude. God. We good? Are we good? Are there more bad guys? Oh, well. That seems bad. Mission failed. Fuck. Rewinding. How did they even get in? shooting me. Stop shooting me.
Red alert.
Red alert. Okay, I guess we got him. Saved power core. Now get to the hangar and stop the enemy dropship. Okay. I've Cybernator, I've beaten it many times, but once I finally played Metal Warriors, says Chris. No contest for me as to which was better. That's fine. You can like this game more. I'm not saying you're wrong. I do actually believe you. I'm just joking. It's like about running around as a little guy. It's like Blaster Master. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, like I never liked Blaster Master growing up, if I'm being honest. Also, this, I like that there's different robots in this game. That's probably the big selling point. Oh, I can't jump with this one, it seems. That could be a problem. Also, I can't... Oh, well, there goes my other mech. Which... I have a flamethrower, that's fun. This is my anti-air. But also, I can't jump past my own mech! Retro Chris. How do I get... I guess we're not taking that mech with us. See if we can get a heal. No, I don't want rockets. I need health. So this guy needs to get lost. Hey, do you mind? Thank you. No, he's gonna... Oh, I thought he was gonna steal that mech. Alright, let's see if we can find this dropship. It's probably out here somewhere, right? Wait, no, this is just the beginning of the map. The split screen in this game was super... It's like, that's... It said head-to-head, so I'm assuming it's competitive in a way. Right, Retro Chris? It's like it's trying to be a fighting game or something. I'm assuming. Also, where am I supposed to go? Nothing that way. Did this little hacking minigame. Goes down somewhere. Is this it? This must be it. This looks like it's it. I probably gotta shoot those guns, I'm guessing, right? Disable the gun turrets and see if you can take this ship intact. Okay. I'll use my sword. That doesn't seem like a good tactic. I like that I can, like, have unlimited boost. That's actually pretty handy. But, again, not being able to, like, lock your arm into position makes aiming a little bit of a chore. Oh, cool. Now my arm's all fucked up and now I can't shoot. Try something else, shall we? Anything up here? You're probably not supposed to go this way. Let's not go that way. Stop shooting me. Okay, I blew that up real good. Get these mechs out of the air, though. Oh my god! Block seems unlimited, which is nice. I don't know what that did. I still don't know. And I don't have my sword anymore. How am I supposed to do this video game? you know, you don't have a dodge. It's like, just get better blocking. I can't aim. Like, I shoot over top of this thing if I just try to shoot straight, right? So it's like, the only way I can shoot it is if I'm either flying in the air or if I walk right up to it and just shoot at an angle, right? Yeah, I know. It's like... I don't have a way to dodge, you know? And it's just sending more robots at me. Kind of just navigating the best I can. And no. Oh, there goes my gun. Cheese before triggering the speech and shoot them before it starts moving. That's not a bad idea, Pantera. Let's... I doubt that'll work, but let's see, right? It seems to be to shoot me out here. It's doing it to me, Pantera. I can't. Okay, I get it. About here, it's still hitting me a lot. I guess I have this health thing here, so yeah. So I can maybe hover here. I got that health pickup for a bit, so let's try to feathering this is not the easiest. Come on. Yeah, no rush. We got time. Have you tried dual-wield shotguns? Oh, gosh, now you're talking about language. Panthero just got a little excited by that. Okay, we got the first gun. Now give me this health pickup. Come on. Okay. You know what? This is a great start. It's a great start. Watch it respawn that gun. I'll be so mad about that. God, come on. Let's fuck this one up first. Get out of here. Get out of here. That worked! Brilliant! Also, okay, get out. I can't... Oh, God. I'm sorry, does this say ship.com? Oh no, it says shipcom. Sorry. I was hoping it said ship.com. I love going to ship.com, although, you know, it's like most people prefer, you know, archive of our own thing. You know, have to choose. Wait, I am now controlling this ship. Where am I supposed to take it? Hold on. Now bring the ship back to the hangar. Okay. Finally, another video game internet, I guess? Panthera. Good tactic. That's what I'd say. Good tactics. As of today, Lieutenant Stone is promoted to rank of captain. Sure, I guess. Congratulations, Captain Stone. Much of your recent success is owed to your skills as a pilot. You say so. However, our success has attracted the attention of Axis forces. Speaking of Axis, I don't know about the way this commander dude is dressed. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, promoted by M. Bison, kinda. Yeah, you're not wrong. I want to use these two captured Prometheus units to strengthen our defenses. I mean, I was just in one, but it can't jump. I'm not sure if you knew this. You good pilots in these units should be able to defend the ship completely. Don't make me jump. That one battleship just got blown the fuck up. Ship defense. Okay. Buckstone. Alright, if you say so. It's as fast as I can walk, by the way. Alright, I just got a spread shot of some sort. Which is real silly. But it seems to be doing the work. Get out of here. Just walking up to it. I can only shoot this missile directly in front of me. Need some help here. They're doing some serious... I'm trying, dude! I don't see you out here. Also, this thing's walk is really funny, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, I see how this works. Okay, if you press and hold, it delays the explosion. Okay, I see how this works. I was like, why does this just explode like the moment I shoot it, right? But you have to press and hold, and then the shell keeps going. Also, getting my ass kicked. I do have a shield. But again, can't do anything when you're blocking. God, please. So it's like the tactics of this is red alert. Also, these little air bubbles things don't seem to be doing it. Try that one more time. Like, I don't know how to play this game other than being kind of reckless. It's like, am I missing some tactics, you know? Maybe I'll, like, save that health pickup for a bit, right? Oh, shit. Maybe I don't blow that up. That looks like I should be able to... I should get in that maybe later. I'll pick up these. So again, like, not being able to lock your arm into place makes aiming not the easiest. Trying to find more enemies here. Nope, don't. I probably need that. Don't blow that up. We'll take that health now, though. I can only move so fast, Commander, dude. And if I don't see them... That means... Well... Fine. It's not like... You know... It's like... That radar could be on screen, is what I'm saying. See anyone. Does that mean we're done? Should we get out into this guy? Cannot get into this guy. Oop. Also, this lady's blonde now for some reason, I guess. Success and taste. Oh, God. Very fast enough. Failure could spell doom for everyone here. Yeah, if you say so. Captain Stone's group will enter the atmosphere in a low-level approach. You know, that's fine. Good luck. Oh, wow. This has a winter stage, just like Cybernator. This looks just like a Cybernator level, actually, even, if I'm being honest. Oh my god, please blow up. There we go. Ow. Our robot's not doing so hot. Can I shoot through this? I can shoot through this.
Red alert.
Red alert. Try to find some health or something, right? Oh my god. Nope. Oh no. Well, we've lost our arms. I'm looking for somewhere I can get a health pickup. This is not looking good. It's not looking good. Oh, I can't get through here. Oh, how am I supposed to get this? Oh, fuck. Okay, let's do this. Okay, good. Oh god, don't. I have no idea where I am. Yes, I guess we're getting out, right? Excuse me. Okay. I gotta get up there, get that mech, I'm assuming, right? Get out of my way. I don't know why I'm doing this, but we're doing it. Doesn't have enough reach. That's fine. Right, this mech can't jump super high, but whatever. We'll see. We'll see how far we can go. That seemed bad, whatever that was. God. Seems like a bad time up there. Oh, shit. This still seems to hurt me quite a bit. Get. God. Ugh. Oh no, I've lost my guns. Let's see if we can take a little bit better care. Does this game have any diplomatic missions where you talk it out? I don't think it's that kind of a game, Ganj. Oh, jeez. Okay, I'm slowly but surely hitting this thing from afar. Ow. Stop hitting me. Okay, we blow up the big gun. That's probably... Nope, we didn't blow up it all the way. All right. Oh my god, that gun up top, I swear to god. What if I just kept it out of range? Right? Jesus. Stop. I think it's just impossible to avoid, if I'm being honest. Not being able to hit this thing from the bottom really sucks. God. How is this thing oh, jeez. Come on. Just getting silly, y'all. And our arms are busted. So we have to rewind. Fuck! Oh my god. We did it! Finally. How long have I been playing this game so far? I feel like I'm probably like, what? I feel like I'm more than halfway through this game already. I don't know how many stages are. I've been playing this for probably almost an hour. Let's call it there for this one. Oh, let's take a look what the next level is. There are 9 missions. What mission am I on? It didn't say. It'll probably say, but I have to watch the rest of this cutscene. Go through my thoughts on this so far. Look. This game is... There's something here, right? I say this about a lot of games Retro Chris picks. There's something here, right? About halfway. I feel like... there is still an unrefinement to the gameplay of this game that I don't think makes a whole lot of sense sometimes. I think, Retro Chris, you put it best when you said, wouldn't it be cool if... And then they were like, mission 6. So yeah, we're a little over halfway. Jungle War. It's my favorite songs from... God, what's his name? The guy who did that song, Fly Like an Eagle, right? Jungle Love song. It's a good time, right? Put a save state down. Say something nice. I am being nice, Retro. What are you talking about? I'm only nice. I only know how to say nice things about video games. That's what I'm known for. I'd like to think it's true. Anyways. There was something aspirational to this game where they seemed like they wanted to do a lot of... They had a lot of ideas in their head about like kind of cool scenarios and stuff. I don't think the gameplay necessarily always lives up to it as smoothly as they should, right? It's like I look at a lot of games like this, Retro Chris, that you've kind of suggested to me, where it's like they have puzzle pieces, right? And it's like, you know, when you like go and buy a puzzle from like a store, right? And all the pieces fit very neatly together, right? It's like quite literally perfectly, right? It's like you literally can't put together puzzle pieces that don't match. It's not fully the analogy I'm making. Just go with me on this journey with me. Go and buy a puzzle. All those puzzle pieces match exactly well. You know, the graphic art that's on the puzzle lines up exactly to the way that those pieces interlock, right? Video games are not supposed to be like exactly that. They can be. Those would be one might call perfect video games. Does that always make them interesting? No, right? I don't think so, at least. You know, sometimes those imperfections make them more interesting to talk about and stuff like that. Or sometimes make them charming in certain ways. Or sometimes, no, not that game, Del Focus. Game. Might even hypothetically say it didn't come with all the pieces you needed for that puzzle game. I think Metal Warriors has a lot of puzzle pieces, but they absolutely do not fit together the best ways that you possibly want them to in the end. It's here's the nicest thing I can say about it, Retro Chris, is a lot of these puzzle pieces were made by someone by hand and also with a childlike wonder, it feels, right? Like what we aspirationally want video games to be. Like, wouldn't it be cool, as you were saying, right? Wouldn't it be cool if you could do this and then like this happened and then you could like jump out of your robot and then get another robot and it's got all these other kind of crazy powers? It's like, yeah, that sounds great. But maybe you didn't think about... It's like, wouldn't it be cool if you were like, your arms could get blown off and then you gotta go find another robot? It's like, that sounds cool as hell. Until the moment it happens and you're playing the game and you like can't walk past a cannon that you need to progress the level with because your normal gun doesn't do damage on it. And also, the hitboxes aren't very good based on the level design of being able to hit said cannon, right? Stuff like this. Video game development is hard. I get this much. But there's a difference between polished and unpolished, right? Stuff like this makes the games feel very unpolished. I'm not saying every game needs polish. A game can be extremely charming without it, right? Retro Chris, I saw you mention Front Mission Gun Hazard. This game is also This game is also missing a lot of polish. It's also not very fun, right? Metal Warriors can be pretty fun, but it's lacking enough polish that I think detracts from a lot of the fun. In my opinion. A game like Cybernator, I think, has an overtly large amount of polish and consideration for its level design and how its puzzle pieces of how you play that mech and the action within, right? Doesn't contain the same kind of struggles that I was having in Metal Warriors, right? I wasn't running into cases where I'm like, what am I supposed to do here? Why is this thing not blowing up? Why is this not happening? Why does it feel like, why am I getting the feeling that I'm not making progress? Am I lost? Or am I just not the right target? What am I supposed to do? And that's not just like traversing the map and stuff, right? That's like that mission in Metal Warriors when I was on top of that ship and I had to blow up those cannons, right? Where I'm like, okay, well, my block is a little too slow to block all these shots, and also with the way they have been designed to be fired at me, it's kind of non-stop. I can like flash a shield up real quick, but it's like, as soon as I put that thing down, I have shots coming at me again, right? It's not an established pattern here, so I'm like, okay, well, what's my next best option here? Evasion. Okay, so I'm gonna try flying around in the air and try to dodge these bullets. Was not able to do that either. So I'm like, okay, well then I guess I just better shoot these things as fast as I can and hopefully I kill them before I get blown up. Or not even get blown up, before I lose my arms. Right? I don't run into that with Cybernator. just a much smoother design process. But like, I kind of wish it had that polish. And a lot of that just means just tidying up a little of that gameplay, right? It's not just how it looks, right? Game looks incredible. Both Cyber and Metal Warriors, I'll say, right? I wish I had a couple more animation frames, but that's fine. I'm not gonna, you know, that's hard to do on a Super Nintendo sometimes. But like, some of the level design with how, just again, how some enemies are placed, the way your sword swing doesn't hit all these boxes in front of you is a little weird, right? Maybe the Amiga port has more frames. Oh boy, there is no Amiga port in this game. Just joking about that. No, it's like Metal Warriors is purely a Super Nintendo product, right? Only for the Super Nintendo. It feels like, again, it feels like a game that's like, has a lot of strengths in aesthetic design, but is a little bit lacking in terms of gameplay to refinement. Like, I think about Retro Chris, I know you love Nintendo games. I know you love Mario games, right? You don't run into stuff like this with a Mario game. It's like, right down to like, think about like Super Mario Bros., the first one for the NES, right? Small Mario, right? Before you get a mushroom or whatever, it's exactly one block high, right? Like one step on like a stair, right? And then when you get a mushroom, you're exactly 2 blocks high, right? It's like, these are very deliberate design choices that games make to say, okay, your hitbox is 1 block versus 2 blocks, right? Goombas are 1 block. You gotta jump on them and kill them, right? But when you crouch, you're 1 block as Super Mario, right? Got a fireball coming at you. If it's on that 2nd block high level, you just duck the fireball. What a concept, right? If it's coming low, that means you gotta jump it, right? Obviously, these are very binary choices with very simple logic, right? But like, the way that further gets designed with something like a Metal Warriors, right, has to make you consider where the angles of which these enemies can come at you, where I'm putting them on the map, where the map is designed to let me stand and or move. You saw so many times I was playing Metal Warriors, I was getting stuck on like a ledge because I want to shoot an enemy at a certain angle that I could only do, but it kept making me run on this ledge because I can't stand there for some reason. It just, because it wants to imply some sense of gravity, which I guess, but the struggle, right? Richard asks, also think of this way, how would you rank this game when you're a teenager? I don't have a good answer for that, Retro Chris. Now you're talking about nostalgia, right? Which, again, I don't discount for my list, right? Nostalgia is incredibly important, but it's also not the only factor I consider when I'm like ranking a game. But also, like, let's also look at it this way, Retro Chris. When I was a teenager, what would be my appetite for wanting to rank video games? 0, probably, right? I had what I had. I was also very fortunate to have a lot, right? Incentive? I definitely wasn't getting paid to do it back then, Harbor Boy. I'm barely getting paid to do it today when it comes to Twitch, but thanks to people like Retro Chris, right? It's not about, yeah, it's like, I think Retro Chris, maybe what you're getting at, not just with the nostalgia, but it's like, the childlike wonder you will have when you play these games. I said this last time too, right? Like, if you, Retro Chris, I'm already imagining you're about to tell me about how you play this game when you were younger with a friend, and then obviously this game is tangentially linked to that nostalgia and your experience of shared emotion and shared moment you have with your friends. You told me this with a lot of those Super Nintendo games that you played, right? And that's awesome. That's what video games should be doing, right? But I'm also not you. I didn't have the same experiences you had. I had that with other games, right? Now, should I say that like a game is better because it can enable that? Yeah, that's also not my experience, right? I don't have that experience with Metal Warriors, unfortunately. I can see how you had that, but I didn't have that. And again, this is not about me telling people that their games are bad or good. It's not the point. Oh god, don't even start with that, the focus. The point is, it's like, I'm ranking the encounter that I'm having with this game for the first time, right? I'm looking beyond what it could possibly be, which again, with that childlike wonder, I think looks incredible. Sounds like a lot of fun to play head to head, to pass a controller around, right? Even if it's single player, it doesn't have to be a multiplayer experience to have that kind of to enable that kind of experience. You know, pass and play, right? Something maybe we don't do enough these days. But when I'm looking at the game today and how I'm playing it, it's like, just wasn't doing the same thing for me. I think this game is still pretty good. I think it's also important to not hyper contextualize my criticisms as the only judgment, right? Yeah, the cover art of this game, I've seen it. Even just that intro is sick as hell, right? That text crawl, and then the big ass Metal Warriors logo, and then like the mechs flying in and stuff. It looks cool as hell, right? You can see why this game pulls you in with these kind of aesthetics and this looks. It's really cool. And I play the game and I'm like, it's not checking all the boxes for me, right? But that's just me. IMO in my honest opinion. But again, like I said, just because I'm critical of a game, don't take that as like me putting it down in a way, right? I can only explain to the best of my ability of why I think a game isn't very good, but that also isn't to discount how I also positively feel about it, right? It's a culmination of emotions and opinions and criticisms, not a binary, right? But we do have to distill it to a number of where it goes on this list. So let's start from the bottom, shall we? It's always a good sign. Because I'm sure Dull Focus wants to know, I think this game is better than Super Godzilla. What a shock. What a shock. Dull Focus. I think, oh my god, magnificent scoops!
I'm here to make you play more Zool. That's what I picked last time, right?
No.
Zool?
I love how that sounded like a little kid asking me to play Zool. Just with that robot little boy voice. I picked Zool last time, right? I can't even say it. Okay, Magnus Goose, we'll play you Zool, but we'll see at the end of today's show. I got a second game from Retro Chris I got to play still today. So we'll see. I think first and foremost, though, Metal Warriors is better than the Addams Family. I think also it's better than The Mask. I think it's better than Deep Space Nine, Crossroads of Time. I think it's even better than all these weird versions of Jeopardy, right? I think Metal Warriors is better than Crystal Beans from Dungeon Explorer. Yes, not to be confused. Don't focus. That's the joke. I think Metal Warriors is much better than Mech Warrior. I think it's better than Cool Spot. I think it... Metal Warriors better or worse than Phantom 2040? I think it's better. I think it's better. This game is neat, right? But ultimately, again, the action didn't quite do it for me. I like the action in Metal Warriors quite a bit more. It's also got Mechs. What can I say? It doesn't have Billy Zane in it. One might say that might make it work. You know, might make Metal Warriors worse, but I think Metal Warriors is better than Jurassic Park. We're not playing Ninja of the Nth Dimension game Zool for this. Wait, no, that's. Wait. Ninja of the Nth Dimension. That's the full title of Zool, right? That is that, right? I'm not mistaken. Right? Yeah, that is it. Like, what do you mean? No, we might play it today is what I'm saying. We might. We'll see how much time we have after the next game we play. So I think Metal Warriors is better than Doom. Again, just this port, not very good. No, we're Magnum Scoops, your joke seems to have confused the chat a little bit. You cannot mistake Zool for Zoop. I get it. It's one letter off. If you're my actual Zoop heads out there will understand. Zoop is Zoop and nothing else. Okay? Like Mayonnaise and Scoops, I know you and I, eye to eye on Zoop. We know what's up. There's no mistake for Zool. First in the chat is too Zoop-pilled. Yeah, possibly. Possibly. Or yes, or maybe Harbor Boy is just fucking with me right now. I think Metal Warriors is better than Lemmings. Don't look at Clock Tower. We're bypassing that. Is Metal Warriors better than Psycho Dream? Another game that not quite perfect. Incredible aesthetics though, just like Metal Warriors. I mean, different aesthetics, but is Metal Warriors better or worse than Mech Warrior 3050? You know, pretty similar in a way. The gameplay is a little different, obviously, but like Mech Warrior 3050, you know, There's a funny thing I have about Mech Warrior 3050. It's like the gameplay in this game feels akin to what this style of mech is if I was to put on my mech hat for a brief moment. Like Mech Warrior 3050, like you play as like this big hulking like Timberwolf mech, right? It's got tons of weapons, literally like walking tank style, American style mech game, right? And it feels like it, maybe a little too arcadey for it, but like, you know, fits the bill. You will be taking a lot of shots. This game is all about like picking up health pickups to keep you going, right? The problem that I have with Metal Warriors, it presents like it should be like more of a Gundam style mech, that's like a little more zippy, a little more evasiveness. It has jetpacks, right? But obviously being a 2D action game makes that a harder equation to set up. But you also don't have a lot of evasion in that game as much as I tried, right? Like I'm using the jetpack and stuff like that, but like the enemy's shots are still gonna, they just kind of move too quick. They move faster than you move before you can like get out of the way of things. And it's not like you have a dodge button, not that I would expect there to be, right? You can't move and use your shield at the same time. Maybe that's maybe if Metal Warriors had that, maybe I'd feel quite a bit different about its action, right? Like being able to block and also move and jump at the same time. And even just using your melee attack in midair also with your jump, which I could not do. You can only shoot your gun or use your jetpacks midair. Or your secondary ability should you pick one up. Maybe that's really what's missing, right? With the way they've tuned the difficulty of this game. Like even in Cybernator, you can't use your shield while you're like jumping or anything like this either, if I'm being honest. But also like that game's difficulty is tuned to being able to like, you can dash in that game. There's no dash in Metal Warriors, right? You have your jetpack, like I said, and it's infinite, which is interesting. But it doesn't have a way of like evading on the ground. It doesn't have a way to like get up on enemies quicker. It doesn't really have a way, and like the number of like bullets coming at you and stuff like that is a little easier to mitigate, to like evade and move around. Obviously, even in like those, there's like zero gravity segments in that game. You can still like move your mech around to like dodge bullets, right? Or often in a lot of cases, it's like the game has a lot of power-ups to like pick up your health and stuff like that, which is fine. I mean, so does Metal Warriors, like I said, but it's like just doesn't feel it. Again, the tuning on the difficulty is not quite the same in alignment with what gameplay options you have in front of you. So. What isn't better than Metal Warriors? I think Run Saber is still better than Metal Warriors. Man, Run Saber. Ooh. It's a hell of a game. I almost want to rank this higher if I'm being honest. The more I think about Run Saber, the more I'm like, yeah, Run Saber, right? El Pollo Diablo, how's it going? Good to see you. Thank you so much for joining. Is Run Saber better than this? Is Run Saber better than Front Mission Gun Hazard? It might be. Might be. Is Run Saber better than Final Fight? We're not here to talk about Run Saber. I'm gonna put Metal Warriors on this list. Yeah. But I don't think... Is Metal Warriors better than Front Mission Gun Hazard? Is Metal Warriors better than Go-Go Ackman? No, it isn't. Go-Go Ackman's better. Go Ackman's pretty solid. This is in the right place. This is in the right place. Gosh, I just really don't like Front Mission Gun Hazard, I think. Maybe this is the game that needs to come down eventually. Oh no, I'm going to have to re-rank this game again. I already did it once, right? It's Kaon, hello. Yeah, Metal Warriors is not as good as Go-Go Ackman. Is it better or worse than Hyper-Iria? Hyper-Iria, pretty solid, right? Retro Chris, I think you also requested Hyper-Iria, right? If I'm not mistaken. Thanks. I'm pretty sure you did, right? This is definitely the Retro Chris zone right here. Logic Bomb, Hyper Idia, Go Ackman. Unsaber, man, Run Saber's so good. Yeah, I think Metal Warriors is better than Mech Warrior 3050. I think it's also better than Operation Logic Bomb. I think it's better than Ushio Totora. I think it's all... Let's see. You run HTML5 on a Super Nintendo? Probably not, Fonk. I'm gonna guess probably not. Unless you somehow install something on it that you could. Also, that's... Hey, that's a out of the blue question that I wouldn't know, but I'd guess. Man, is Metal Warriors better or worse than Hyper Iria? I think Hyper Iria has the juice, right? It's not... Again, it's got some rough edges, but this game is super neat. Just for a licensed product. I think, no, Hyper Idia is cool, but I think Metal Warriors is definitely doing more. Both aspirationally and also from a perspective of what it's going for, visually and everything, right? Don't get fooled by just the really hot anime lady, right? Like the action in this game could be better. But Metal Warriors, it's like on the precipice, right? I think Metal Warriors is very deserving of a 134. I think that's pretty good. It's not as... If they could clean up this game for me in terms of like some of the gameplay stumbles, right? Like I could easily see this probably up here somewhere. Yeah, like in the 100 zone, right? Again, more slightly flawed, but less flawed action games, right? Ooh, what level Ravels here? Ooh. Ooh. Anyways, thank you so much, obviously, for this pick, Retro Chris. Good stuff. Good stuff. As always, good stuff. Ken says, whenever picking the poll for Mango, I try to include a game that only Retro Chris has heard of. OJ Simpson was not in Hyper Idia. I don't know why you would say that. And it seems Funk is bringing up Drimp again because... Let's move on. Let's play the next game. The next one that Retro Chris has chosen for us today. Did I put a save state down? Let's do that really quick for Metal Warriors. Let's go over here. I'm excited about this next one. I have played this game before. Let's go here really quick. We are playing a game by Capcom. Y'all heard of these guys? Ooh, that's a good sound. This game was released in North America in 1991. On the arcades, it was called The King of Dragons. Also, I don't know what you just tried to do, Fonk, but I am in the middle of changing that label myself. It is not automated. It is very, very much a manual process. I can go here, click on that, boop. The King of Dragons, Super Nintendo, released in North America in 1994. But originally, like I said, oops, in the arcades in 1991. Ooh, we got some fun fantasy classes here, like this fighter, right? You don't see a single dragon here. Oh, we'll get there, Del Focus. You just hold on. Wow, Funk is spamming the shit out of my request bot, which is not even on. I don't think it is, at least. Okay, I got everything set. That's good, that's good, that's good. Ooh, it made that dragon sound. That's fun. That sounds like a reused dragon sound. From something. From something. This game is a two-player game here, but Retro Chris, am I correct in remembering that this game is actually 4-player in arcades, if I'm not mistaken? I think it might be, right? I think. Let me double check. Oh, it's 3-player. 3-player, not 4-player. Sorry. Actually, let's just take a look here together. Right? Yeah. Yeah, you can see here, it's like, there are like 3 character slots here at the bottom, right? This game is a beat 'em up, right? With, it looks like looks like your typical multiplayer beat 'em up fare, but this game is kinda unique in some special ways that are maybe a little different than what we're used to seeing. So let's take a look really quick at this. Let's leave it on normal. Got an attack button, got a jump button. Extra joy. I think this just means like your super attack to screen clear. So this manual shield button, which is nuts. I don't remember this being in arcades. I also am not sure how blocking works in this game by otherwise. I've never quite figured out. I've never like checked a manual for it either. Del Focus. It is not a parry. It's just a block. Okay. Sometimes games can just have a block, you know? Sometimes. Let's put it on the R button. Right? All right. Let's do single player game. Choose a character class. Its characters are all pretty similar, if I'm being honest. If I recall, I don't remember a significant differences between them. I always typically just chose the fighter. Play as this little guy. Oh yeah, there is an elf class. It's like, I mean, whatever, we can cycle through all these. You know, he just shoots his bow, which goes along. Okay, so yeah, it has a lot more range on it. But also, he doesn't have a shield, which is interesting. I don't know if he can still block or not. Let's take a look at the wizard really quick. Okay, his fireball doesn't go the full distance. I also can't block with him. I'm pressing that block button, but does it do anything? I don't know if maybe that's the case where like I have to have an attack coming at me. There's the cleric. You know, his attack is kind of basically just like the warriors, if I'm being honest. He's got 40 health? Yeah, maybe he does. Maybe he has like more health. Is that going to be the case? No, our elf here also has 40. Our boy. Let's pick the dwarf. You know, they all start at the, oh, look at this guy. I like this guy. You know what, let's pick the elf. I like how they make the same thing. They're like, whoo! What's the other thing? No combos, right? You just shoot the bow. If I was to pick the fighter, okay. Actually, let's just play as a fighter. I've gone back and forth enough. Okay. Just cool roll. No combos. Right? Get this little whiff that comes out from your weapon swing. That's kind of it. you might be thinking, oh, that's weird, but there's this magic thing. I can't pick this up, but I can kind of bump it along. Some enemies are on screen, and then I can hit it, and it kind of does some screen clearing. Ow. This guy takes multiple hits because he's blue. So here's the funny thing about this game. This game has probably more in common with something like a magic sword. Except it doesn't have like the maze-like levels that a magic sword has. So it's like... it's kind of this in-between of games of other kind of beat-em-up ilk that Capcom was putting out. Similar to like, perhaps, Knights of the Round, which is a very popular one. I enjoy Knights of the Round quite a bit. We have yet to play that on this stream. Hey, wanna chill out? You gonna chill out or you're gonna... okay, fine. I'll just gotta stand in between them like this. Oh, just went, ooh, because I leveled up. I'm now level 2, you see there. I ate shit. Also, I apologize for all these blinking lights. But look at this gold! Okay. We got a level 2 shield now. Russ, have you ranked many Oda Nobunaga's or no, I haven't played any of those games yet, Fonk. Fonk, the closest I came to playing any of those Koei games was only Uncharted Waters so far. Right? But yeah, that's essentially this game. It's not the most complicated thing in the world, right? But like, in the pantheon of beat-em-ups, especially ones that Capcom was putting out, this game always felt like, what can I say, like a stepping stone, right? It's still very solid, like it controls good. I like that I have air control with these, like I can attack backwards even after I jump. That's cool, right? Oh, we got frozen by opening that chest. It is eating up our life, and I'm trying to bust out of it. It's fine. We'll get our health back. Yeah, like something like a Golden Axe has a lot in common with this game, but even I'll even say this, Fong. It's like Golden Axe has a much more complicated battle system than even this game. Like this game doesn't have like grabs in the way a traditional beat 'em up does, right? You kind of only have this one attack, and it doesn't even like combo, right? Even Golden Axe had combos in matches. But Golden Axe didn't have like a leveling curve for your character, right? Shit. Forgot I can block, right? Which, if I hit the block at the right time, yeah, I have to just hit it as this guy's swinging at me. Which I've got on the R button. Probably can't block that. Let's rewind out of this. Shit. Come on. Had leveling for magic. Yeah, but that's not the same, right? That's not like experience levels that you're getting. Actually, it's not really experience. It's like that's not like upgrading your sword to like something like that does more damage over time as you progress, right? Like they're pickups in this game, but the way they're internalized is by level progress, right? So it's, even if it looks like a pickup, it's not quite that. Whereas like in Golden Axe, they're only pickups. They're actual legitimate pickups you have to get. Not just for like beating level. You have to like kick those little elf guys to like make them drop those like magic bottles, right? Whereas in this case, you beat a boss, you get an upgrade, right? Sometimes it's for your shield, for blocking, and sometimes it's for your weapon. When you get upgrades for your weapon, all it really does, it just makes your attack go further. That's all it is. I'm guessing it maybe hits harder. I'm not actually never been too sure about that. I don't know what that does. Oh wow, just meteors falling from the sky. Sure. Look at that gold. I think it's neat that sometimes these enemies block, and then you have to like hit them out of that block. Where are you? There we go. There is a timer up top, notably. I don't need that health right away. But I might as well pick it up, I guess, right? But yeah, like I was saying before, this game occupies a kind of a strange space between of when, like, Capcom was figuring out how to make beat-em-ups and make them in, like, different ways, right? Like, again, no combo system in this, but it does have a level of progression in it that I'd want to kind of display. And, like, Magic Sword kind of took that concept, which, you know, Magic Sword is not a beat-em-up, right? Speaking of dragons. It's like 4 years after Final Fight. Yeah, that's true, right? It's like Final Fight established something very specific when it comes to beat-em-ups, but like Final Fight doesn't have progression in this way, right? Let alone trying to figure out what progression means in a game. It sure does have, like, you know, enemy boss health meter like this, right? I'm still attacking very similarly. I'm moving up and down, trying not to get into whatever the, you know, typical beat 'em up kind of range of attack from an enemy, right? Which all enemies in beat 'em ups susceptible to moving up and down. Trying to get fireballed. Oh god. Yeah, Magic Sword was way before this, right? I don't know the date on it specifically it's came on, but yeah, it's very, very much from a while ago. And, you know, like, again, like I said, this game would then turn into something like a Knights of the Round, perhaps, or other Capcom CPS-1 beat-em-ups. And eventually you would get to something like a Dungeons & Dragons Shadows over Mystara? Oh, I think it's over, not in. I think it's over. I think it's Shadows over Mystara, right? I'm pretty sure. And they made a couple of those games, right? I know Shadows over Mystara is kind of the one that most people remember. Is kind of the best one, in my opinion, at least. But, like, that game ended up putting combos and better fighting systems to each of the different classes, which similarly has, like, a fighter, has, like, a magic user, a thief, if I recall, right? In fact, that game even had, like, experience levels. It would incorporate things like a shop you could buy things at, right? Ah, crap. Come on. Oh, we're level 5 now. So, come on, we got one more thing. We gotta just hit this stupid dragon. Come on! Ah! Come on. There we go. Blinking text is unreadable. I'm being honest. Extremely unreadable. This is Sodom from Final Fight / Street Fighter Alpha's ancestor. I mean, maybe. Who could say? Out of here, you. There we go. We got a shield. Which, again, I always forget. I can block myself manually. Oh, there's a Mimic! That Mimic tried to bite me, but I hit it out of the air. Now it's got slimes? I can't hit them when they're on the ground like this, so just annoying. Ah, crap! Slime got me. Out of here. Jesus. Out of here. There we go. You know, it's oh fucking god. This game is not that complicated, right? I will admit that. But it's kind of solid, you know? Again, I see this as a multiplayer experience. It'd be pretty fun, right? Gonch. Look. Not all games can be advanced when it comes to beat 'em ups, like Stone Protectors, where it has input super moves. You know? More dragons. Hydras, in this case. Oh god. Get out of here. Get out of here. Oh god! And with the special attack, right? I'm gonna just spit slimes. Oh god! Uh-oh, uh-oh, okay. Oh, we got one. Okay. Give me that gold. Shit. How many lives do we have left? 2 more lives? I think we're okay. Again, moving up and down. Extremely crucial. Oh! I gotta get those gold. Those gold back. Oh god. Crap. Yeah, it is basically just a Ghidorah, I guess, right? Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Let's rewind. Come on. Oh! Come on, I was moving up and down. There we go. Retro Chris says, it's 3 a.m. over here. Yeah, you gotta alert, by all means. Retro Chris, thank you so much, obviously, for your wonderful donation, your wonderful little pics. There was a guy in that dragon! The Red Dragon Gildis, that's a hell of a name, I cannot read that fast, has risen from his long slumber. The northern folk are overrun with monsters. Alright. To the Nord Isle. Hey, thanks again, Retro Chris. Much, much appreciated. Skeletons! Of course. Oh god. Come on. The hitbox on these guys are not always great for some reason. It's very specifically these skeletons. They take a lot of hits to kill too, which is not help, but... Oh god. Like, this game is definitely a case where it's like, hey, you hit an enemy once, it has like iframes on it, right? So it's like... You can't just wail on an enemy non-stop. God. Get out of here. So I should return to block more often. Like that. Oh. There we go. There's doesn't. Oh, what? Wait, I need that. I need that. Let's go get that first. Oh shit! Yeah, that turns them all into frogs. That's fun. That's fun. I like that. All right, next level. I just love every character in this game just goes woo for no reason. Are these guys into frogs? Because why not? Out of here. Your harpies. We're on our last life before we have to use continue, I think. Okay. Got a shield. Ow! I tried to block that. Come on. Need some health, I'm being honest. Oh. Continue. Can I change character? No, you cannot. That's too bad. Oh my god. Ow. Oh my god, I should use my special attack. Right? Which, I don't think I can. That requires health. Oh, I said that. Come on. There we go. Oh, this guy's still alive. Right. Okay, that's a little bit of food. Stop jumping around so much, dude. Oh god. Ow! It's like the enemy hitbox, like vertically, is just bigger than they should be, so you can kind of exploit it a little bit. You're just in the right space for these minotaurs. Now this looks like a magic sword level, right? It's like a level with these stairs. I'm not gonna lie, I think Magic Sword is a better game than this. We have yet to play this for the... We have yet to play that for the list, but Magic Sword just has more going on, generally speaking, right? Not that this game is bad. I think this game is solid. But like I said, like... Oh god, the Mimic got us! Harpo Boy, yeah, you do have to play this like a Capcom fighter. It's literally the point, right? Mega Scoots, if you gotta go, thank you so much. Thank you again so much for that very kind donation. That was very, very kind of you. Gotta catch the VOD of Zool. Hey, Mega Scoots, I can hold on to it for another night if you want. You beat it on Genesis the other day? My god. My god. Yeah, Mega Scoots, I'll hold on to it for the next time. I'll DM you or something like that. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Yeah, it's Kaon. Mango and Scoops doing a very fine $20 so we can play Zool together. Which I know you would have an affinity for, of course. Get out of here, you skeletons. Annoying piece of crap. Get out of here. I shouldn't have picked that up right away. Also, I need to be using my block. I keep forgetting. Ugh. No, thank you, Mega Scoos. Obviously. Obviously. Okay. Out of here. Like, even these enemies look like they belong in Knights of the Round, you know? Like, I feel like I should be doing combos on them in the same way that, like, you do in Golden Axe. Like, Golden Axe has a lot, much more in common with, like, Knights of the Round, obviously, when it comes to, like, how it plays as a beat-em-up. It doesn't have grabs, necessarily, but it's like, you put enemies into certain states that let you do, like a very preset combo that would mechanically be like a grab. Also, this fucking Cyclops, get out of here. Oh! He just got me the big headbutt. Oh, and they just throw a rock at me. Alright, let's try to be careful, right? Again, let's try to use this up and down vertical spacing best we can, right? Just out. Just gotta get in the range and just keep dipping in and out, right? Oh god. Oh god. Oh, come on. Yeah, stick and move, right? Stick and move. Like this freeze frame with the Cyclops just being like, "Ugh!" Ooh, give me that strawberry. I'll take a new sword, sure. We're just trucking. What's this? Oh, right, the meteors, right. Oh, what? That slime didn't get killed. Get off. Oh my god, it just murdered me. Fuck off, dude. Okay. Ugh, more skeletons. Ow. Oh, it's a mimic! Get off me! How do I get this thing off me? I don't... That sucks. That sucks so bad. That's just an automatic death. If a mimic gets you, you're fucked. Away from me, slime. Away from me, slime. Ow. Trying to block, but it wasn't happening. Lizard men. Every fantasy trope is here today. So they need to stop surrounding me. This is a real problem. Where'd that guy come from? Fuck, dude. This tree. It's got a face. Oh god. Spiders! Oh god. I don't like that. I don't like that. Get out. Get the fuck out of here. Oh, what the? There's more than one! Look, everyone knows I don't like bugs, right? Fuck out of here. Oh, yuck. Ugh. Ugh. No, thank you. It's so common. Our voice. It's so... They just don't... Why do they have to be so big? Oh, thanks, buddy. This tree said, oh, thanks, buddy. I heard that the red dragon is in the northern castle. Well, you'd better take this with you. What am I taking with me? Oh, cool shield. All right. I had a traumatic experience as a kid. Yeah, oh, look, it's Kaon. I know. Like, same, right? We've all had them. We don't need to relive them here. I definitely don't need to, that's for sure. I hear Lizard Man. It's a good looking Lizard Man sprite, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, overall, this game looks pretty good. I like the sprites. I like this fun running dude with the spear. Oh, now they're a different color. You know. I like the general size of the sprites is about right when it comes to like the balance between how large it is and how many enemies it's putting on screen often at a time. Yeah, I also like it's doing a little bit of this like widescreen presentation as well, right? Like it's like a good balance between, you know, putting enemies on screen and how far you can see ahead of you, right? So it's like I'm not getting surprised by any enemies coming at my face and like running into an attack with only like a split second to react or something, right? God, jeez. Again, I should be using my block more. Oh, God. See, it's like, I can block that, can't I? Right? Yeah. It's like... Oh, God. Oh, my God! I just got my number. There we go. Again, I gotta stick and move a little more, right? Oh wow, it's got the spears on my ass. Cameron, how's it going? It's my number 6. What do you mean it's my number 6? Oh god, I just got killed. Out here, you. Again, just gotta play it like a beat 'em up. Just get... Oh god. Just gotta be careful of this vertical spacing, right? Also, oh, I got it stuck in a loop. I can't figure out what side it's supposed to be on. Oh no, it found its way out. Okay. Said it's got my number. Shit. You're right. I did say that, didn't I, Cameron? Ah, god damn it. I got one more life. Ow. Stop poking me. Stop poking me! Fuck. Oh, do I have it in a pattern again? It might be stuck in this pattern. Okay. Oh no! Shit! Let's see if we can find our way through this. Yeah, stay there. Stay there. Come on, stay there. No! Shit. Yeah, there we go. Gotta cry my way through it a little bit. It's my last life. Sound it makes like boing. New sword. Bigger sword. Stage 9. I don't know how many stages are in this game. Remember, this game used to be an arcade game, right? Like, not expecting a lot out of it. I love turning these guys into frogs. That's real fun. God damn it. I'm going to be criming my way through this game a little more because I think we're close to the end. Jesus, just throwing another one of these at me? I didn't get to see its life bar. Ow. Can't seem to hit me when I'm up top here. It's real fun. That guy just pieced out. He just said, like, no, I'm gonna jump out of here all real cool. There we go. I like that I can bump this along. Wow, we didn't even kill those guys. There we go. Oop, another one. I see you. There you go. Oh! I didn't mean to press that. Oh my god, these spear dudes. There we go. flesh-colored lizard. Look, it's just a little beige. Come on. Heartbone boy, you have to judge this. Ah, jeez. Ah, jeez. Can I, like, get an enemy with that? No, probably not, right? Coping with a spear. Yeah, what if this guy was, like, came in with that entrance music, right? Oh my god, I cannot. I should be able to block that, right? Yeah. I gotta use my block more often. Crap. Yeah, stick and move, stick and move. Shit. 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 Let's hope there's health in here. Okay, great. Also, Jesus Christ, this thing, it's not going down. There we go. Oh, of course there's a lizard man right behind him. What the fuck? I thought I killed him. Yeah. I do love that classic Capcom character getting burned art. Yeah. Right? It's K-On? It's like the whole body just like getting a really simplified sprite, but it's just a dude falling backwards and it's like all this fire coming off them. It's like the same graphic you get when you get hit by like a Yoga Flame in Street Fighter or like by like a Psycho Crusher from M. Bison or something, right? It's pretty cool. Hammer says, what is this? Punch Out with the sticky move? I mean, you know, what's the difference? What's the difference, Hammer? Right? What is fighting if not? Oh, wow, I hit that spear out of the air, but then I died. How long have I been playing this? Probably a little under an hour. So, you know what? I think y'all get the point. First place. Look at that. Also, okay, there we go. It's pretty cool. Ganj asking, when are you going to play Una Musume Pretty Girls Derby? I did not plan on it today, Ganj. I can tell you that much. I'd also be lying if I was going to say, I thought about it a little bit. I have thought about it a little bit. Those kinds of games are not really my jam, typically. But I do think it's very funny in concept. It's so ludicrous. It's too hard to ignore. You know what I mean? Also, let me fix my lighting really quick. 1 second. There we go. Get the light behind me. There we go. Golshi Nation must grow. I don't know what that means, Ganj. I don't know. Hammer, have you not heard about this game? Do the girls race around a track? Yes. Yes. Gold Ship. Oh, Gold Ship. That's that one horse. Well, horse girl. Right? The one that's like really like she's got like silver hair. I think she's like really mean, if I'm not mistaken. Am I wrong on that, Reed? I saw someone else play it, and that horse apparently like likes to drop kick you or something if it's mad at you or something. She's not mean, she's just a troll. Oh. What's the difference, Ganj? She does it because she loves you. That's what you're saying. Although the real horse is a troll. Is that the... I think it was... If I hear correctly, it's like... Yeah, it's a Sundero. It's like... It decided just to like not race one day. It was like, no, I'm just fuck this. Or something like this. I think I remember hearing that. Horse is very smart and knows what it can get away with. I think all I know is that game is also based on an anime, right? And people seem to really like that anime. Hilarious concept, yet again. It's like the fact that there's still like girls running that track hammering is what makes it really funny to me. They got ears like horses, some of them have tails, but they're just girls. They just run around that racetrack, which is a horse track. They don't have riders, right? No jockeys. It's just a horse girl. That's it. I'm probably not going to play that game. I was just guessing, says Cameron. Yeah. Yeah. Here's what I'll also say about that game. It's like a visual novel mixed in with like a microtransaction gacha game, right? But it's picked up a lot of steam recently just because the very concept of it is just too weird to ignore, right? Good for them, I guess. Anyways, the King of Dragons. Let's talk about real video games. Video games still, it's not my kind of video game. So I lost the page. Where'd it go? There it is. King of Dragons. Let's start near the bottom, shall we? I think this game is better than Super Godzilla. I'm just getting it out of the way early. Dull focus. Just getting it out of the way early. Purple Boy, I'm sorry. Just another beat 'em up I can compare this to. I don't think I've done a lot of Capcom beat 'em ups yet, if I'm being honest. This might be the first one. Look! Just is. This game is better than Jeopardy. This game is better than Smart Ball / Jerry Boy. This game is better than Pack in Time. I think it's also better than Crystal Beans. Better than Spider-Man vs. X-Men. This game is also very simple. I'll be very honest, right? Like, there's not a lot going for this game. Like I said, it's very much like a stepping stone. It's good at what it does, but it's very, very simple, right? The fact that I can like block manually, I should have been using that a little more often in the game. I just kept forgetting that I had it. I probably could have like finished the game otherwise if I'd been actually remembering to do that. Again, I turned that on by myself. I think if you leave that off, it's like it will block automatically, but if I recall, it's kind of random. This game is better than Battletoads and Double Dragon, I'll say that much. The arcade game is 1991, but the SNES port is 1994. That's true. That would explain why it feels kind of dated, right? When did Knights of the Round come out? Knights of the Round was also 1991 in arcades, and also 1994 for the Super Nintendo, it seems. So that's interesting, right? But Knights of the Round also doesn't have progression, like in terms of like you upgrade your sword. It does actually have a progression, but it's like based on your score, right? You like level up your armor, which makes your attack better and stuff. I can't remember if that influences your attacks. Actually, now that I think of it, I think it might. I don't remember. But this game seems to want to like play it more of like a Dungeons and Dragons kind of angle without the Dungeons and Dragons license, obviously. What year was Shadows or Mystara? It had to have been a lot later because I know the arcade hardware it used. 1996 in arcades. Okay. That's interesting. 1996 for Shadow over Mystara. Right, Tower of Doom was the Dungeons and Dragons beat 'em up by Capcom before that. If I'm not mistaken, that had a wider release, didn't it? Maybe not. Maybe this was also only arcade. I could have swore there was another version, but I guess it got some home releases eventually through like a Capcom compilation, if I recall. But Tower of Doom was essentially the first one. It was like a little simpler, but like I remember these Dungeons and Dragons games having like an interesting progression, because it's like I remember like it also had similar to like a magic sword, depending on like certain things, like you could take different paths to the ending, and also it had like, you know, more things like more upgrades. Like I said, it had like a shop and stuff as well, right? So it played up more RPG elements. Tower of Doom was 1993, interestingly enough, but again, only on arcade hardware. Whereas 1996 was Shadow or Mystara, so interesting. Also, like those games had much more complicated combat systems, right? Or sorry, I shouldn't say complex. It's like had combat systems that were more akin to like something you'd find in a Final Fight, right? Or a Double Dragon, if you will, even like punch and kick combos, or I guess in this case like weapon combos, along with like grabs or like, you know, your more typical fare. Stone Protector was 1993. That's right? Is that right? Is that right? 1994. Well, yeah, 1993, but 1994 in North America, probably, right? Probably 1993 in some of the other regions. I always try to list the year of release of the one that I played. So. Okay, let's go back to the list. I think King of Dragons is better than Mech Warrior. I said it's better than Battletoads and Double Dragon, because this game is just poorly made, if I'm being honest. That's not true. Battletoads games are just not what I'm looking for in a beat 'em up, right? Aesthetics, fantastic. I'm always saying this. A lot of fun, especially when you're a kid, right? I had that Battletoads nostalgia as much as any other kid did, but like gameplay, not quite what you're looking for, right? Mutant Fighter / Death Braid, not Blade. Yeah. King of Dragons is better than this. Here's an interesting comparison. Is Saturday Night Slam Masters better or worse than King of Dragons? I think this game has a lot more style, that's for sure. Not just because I like pro wrestling, right? But like, obviously, this is more trying to be like, it's like a very weird cross between a beat 'em up in terms of its mechanics, but also trying to be a fighting game at the same time, right? At its core. I don't love Saturday Night Slam Masters, right? I think the combat in it is like, it's not enough like a fighting game that it really should be, which is, you know, what a lot of wrestling games typically are, right? King of Dragons just doesn't have a whole lot of mechanics to it, but it does everything like pleasantly. It's very satisfying, right? the combat is fairly satisfying, especially if I start using that block more, right? Yeah, this is kind of like if it was a parry mechanic. It's like, I didn't really explain it as I was playing, but like, you can't just jam on that block button, or I can't just hold it. You have to press the block button as an attack is coming in, right? So in that way, you could say it's like a parry, but you don't like counter attack with it, right? It just blocks and you don't take any damage. That's it. I think King of Dragons is better than Saturday Night Slam Masters. As much as I know this game is somewhat revered, I think this game is also still somewhat overrated. It's got Mike Hagar in it. I can't deny this. Mike Hagar rules, but also not a great playing video game, right? Is King of Dragons better or worse than Cool Spot? What isn't King of Dragons better than? I'll tell you this much. I don't think King of Dragons is better than Go-Go Ackman or Metal Warriors that we looked at today. I don't think it's better than Zoop. Not Zool. Zoop. I think Zoop is better. The Super Nintendo version, okay? Not the PlayStation version, which we looked at as well, right? Zoop is winning in this case. I think King of Dragons is also not as good as Mega Man Soccer. I also don't think it's as good as Psycho Dream. It's definitely not better than Clock Tower, but disregard where it's at for now. Is King of Dragons better than Lemmings? This game is very tedious, obviously, in a lot of ways, but it's not as good. It's not as good. Again, these are limitations based on what King of Dragons kind of offers. It's just, it needs more in the gameplay, right? It's not just not satisfying enough. I prefer the gameplay of Lemmings over the gameplay of King of Dragons. King of Dragons is a lot more easygoing, so if I'm in the mood for that, I'd probably rather play King of Dragons, right? But Lemmings just offers you a lot more. It's kind of like, you're not in the mood for it. I mean, like, I get it. It's also it can feel very tedious if you're not in the mood for it, right? Here's the thing. It's like, I can turn my brain off and play King of Dragons and be fine. I can't do that with Lemmings. But also with Lemmings, it's like, if you're not willing to engage at its level, you're going to have a bad time, right? I still think Lemmings is the better game in this case. Doom port. Only you could strafe, which I know it's like Limited Run Games is putting out things that fix this, right? You can strafe and also play this very particular version of Doom. That's so weird. I think King of Dragons is not as good as Doom, even all told, you know. How much will it cost? I don't know. That's a good question. I never looked it up, so I'm not gonna buy that. But it's not gonna be $400, I don't think, right? Doom SNES Limited Run Games. $100 according to this. 100 American, I think, for a standard edition. And then there's a collector's edition, which is like $174 American, which is a lot of money. What are differences between these collector's editions? I don't quite know. Probably like some... Let me see here. For the regular version, you just get the game. in an actual SNES cart, I would note. And then a collector's edition, you get a cart with a special gun-metalled color cart with blood splatter print and metal plate labels. That's pretty nuts. And a premium embossed foil box with the instruction booklet and a poster for $174.99 American. A lot of money. It's neat. It's neat, but it's also... I'm not going to buy that. It's too much money. I do love that it's limited to 666 units for pre-order, though. That's fun. That's fun. But Doom is still better. King of Dragons, I think. Chan's Revenge. I'm looking at these games here, and you know, I'd rather play King of Dragons than Cool Spot, but does that make it a better game? I don't know. That goes for all these games too, like Rampart, Jurassic Park even. Look, I make no mistake, I do not like this game very much. King of Dragons certainly isn't as refreshing as what, Dull Focus? Isn't as refreshing as like a 7-Up or as Cool Spot? What are you trying to say? Are you being paid by Big Soda right now to say this? What's going on? If you do, you have to tell me. Also, you owe me probably a kickback on this to say this. It's your new sponsor? Damn. How do I get on this? Come on. What are you doing? Rampart might be a good place to start. Both arcade ports feel a little bit old on the SNES. That's a good point. Dairy Queen. It's not free advertising space. Come on. I think King of Dragons is better than Cool Spot. This is hard to say. It's like these games are doing more than King of Dragons, but they're not nearly as refined. So what am I actually weighing here? How it's a better game, right? That goes for every single game in here. Maybe not so much with these two. 3. I think Rampart is a better game than King of Dragons. It's almost like, I mean, Cool Spot is kind of exactly what it is, but it's also just as frustrating. Starting with probably Phantom 2040, it's like to even Super Back to the Future. These games are trying to do something cool, right? They just don't quite live up to the execution of it. Whereas King of Dragons, I think, is exactly as what it's supposed to be, but it's just not that complicated. But what it's doing is at least competent, right? It's like literally two different ends of the spectrum on this. Robo says, here's a question for you. Do you consider the top 50 so far to be things you enjoy as games or as experiences on the Super Nintendo? That's a hard question to answer. It doesn't have to be in the top 50 for me to enjoy it, you know? Do I enjoy all these games even from like 25 and down? Yeah. Like, yeah, I enjoy all these, you know, all the way up to Kirby Superstar, but I also enjoy like Legend of the Mystical Ninja. I enjoy playing Final Fight as much as there needs to be still justice for a final fight, I even enjoy Mario's Missing. I enjoyed Metal Warriors, even if I was frustrated with it. I enjoyed Go-Go Ackman, even though they weirdly put that demon kid in a Nazi uniform at the end, which I'm still very confused about. Toriyama-san, the fuck? You know? There's something enjoyable in a lot of... Like, where is the line where I stop enjoying the experience, Harbo Boy? It's much lower than you'd expect, right? I don't love playing Cool Spot, but I do think it looks cool at times. As Virgin Interactive as hell as this game is, you know? I do not like playing it, but I can find something about it that I think is neat. But do I want to play it? No. Right? Phantom 2040, I think, is a game that I had a lot of criticisms about, but I think it's pretty cool. But would I keep playing it? Play it for a bit. You know? I don't have a nostalgic opinion about this game the same way that Retro Chris does. You know? But I think it's pretty neat, and I would finish it if I could at the time. You know? Say the same thing about Jurassic Park. I'd say the same thing about Uncharted Waters. Alcahest is like maybe the weird one here, where it's like this game is incredibly well polished, but it's like just not fun to play. You know? Hell, even Mech Warrior is below that. This game is weird enough where I want to figure it out, but doesn't play very good at all. Right? It's hard to say. Dr. Franken is in the unenjoyment area. I'd agree with that. I'd agree with that. You know? Area, I don't know. Let's be very specific. Dr. Franken is a game that I did not enjoy. Absolutely not. Right? Do I want to keep playing it? No. Not even remotely close. Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, if only for the curiosity of it, but like, no. Playing that game is miserable. Same goes for Time Cop. It's Chester Cheetah game. Addams Family Values, let alone the other Addams Family game, right? Like, these games are a bad time, right? Every single game here, this is a bad time. I also don't love Earthworm Jim, obviously. I've mentioned that a lot. Rise of Robots, also no good. Super Godzilla, don't get me started. You know. I'm looking at this. This Deep Space... Again, it's like, it's unique to the game. It's unique to the game. It doesn't have anything that has to do with the number that's beside it, our rule point. If there is correlation there, it's probably just by chance of what that game is. That's all. How good is it? No, we're not. No, we're not. They'll focus. We're not. We're not. Where does King of Dragons go? I think King of Dragons is better than Cool Spot, but it's just too simple. It's all right at what it does. It's all right at what it does. It's not incredible. It's not great. 994. Part 72. I think the King of Dragons is okay. You know? It's like, if I'm gonna be honest, I'm not gonna think too hard about this game later, but like, it's just, it's like, why would I play this game again when I can go play Knights of the Round, or I can go play Shadows over Mystara and stuff like this? That's like, you clearly see like the line, right? Of what Capcom was cooking with. Like, I could try some of those other characters, but I don't think I'm gonna get the same thing out of it, right? Like, playing as the fighter. Like, let's try the wizard, which is probably like, you know, a class like. If I was thinking about the class it is, it's like the complete opposite of what the fighter does, right? Oh, this is a lot slower to attack. Also, notably, these orcs don't die in one hit like they did with the fighter. But let me guess, is my special attack stronger? That thing died in one hit. This cost me life to use, right? It's like a lot of delay on this attack as well. Like, this is as fast as I can shoot this fireball, that's for sure. This guy's robes look like latex. Yeah, it's the sheen on them, right? Maybe it's a fine velvet, who could say? This wizard seems like he sucks. I'm not gonna lie. This attack is super slow. It's got more range, I guess, but... you know, it still costs me a lot of health to use this attack. That magic attack does seem a bit stronger than usual, but no, he only has one hit point left, so I mean... try a different character again. Let's try the elf this time. Magic pickles, yeah, it's, you know, it's using my special attack, right? What's his special attack like? He also shoots a lightning bolt. Okay. Look, these enemies take 2 hits and they go down, but also look at this range that I have, right? Also, I can shoot these way faster than the wizard can. This is not ported for solo play well, as the difficulty curve meant for at least 2 players. Yeah, kinda. I can see that. Also, do I just move faster? I don't think I do. Maybe it feels like it a little bit. I think I am a little bit quicker on my feet than if I was playing the fighter. Whoop. Yeah, it's definitely faster. It's definitely faster. I'm gonna guess the cleric's even slower, judging from how big they are. Oh yeah, it's even slower than the fighter, right? It's got this shield. These attacks are fast enough. How do they compare to the fighter? Oh, we're labbing right now. I don't know if that's faster than the cleric, but let's take a look at the dwarf. Yeah, look at this guy. Seems pretty similar to the fighter. It's definitely got a shorter range. Oh, these enemies also die in one hit, right? So, you know, there's some differences. I kind of wish the game actually told me more of, like, what the differences are between the different characters. Got that fire attack like the fighter does. It's got a cool gem instead of bag money. Yeah, you know, depends. This character is definitely faster than the fighter. Yeah, so like there's differences, but are they meaningful? No. I don't think so. Maybe, sorry, it's doing that. They're meaningful. They're not interesting gameplay choices, right? Probably the right way to play this game is with the elf, right? It's probably the way to go. Probably the way to go. I mean, I was doing okay with the fighter, but more range. That's hard. It's like hard to give up. Not that I didn't have that much range with the fighter, even as I was leveling them up and stuff. But again, meaningful choices, right? Meaningful design choices. Iron Eye main through. Look, that's. Maybe they should design the game to make it more meaningful for what it's like to be in close or not, right? Just saying. Can dragons change based on me looking at all the other characters? No. I think these games are far more ambitious for what they're trying to do. Asterix and Obelix is maybe not exactly ambitious, but this game looks incredible. Super Back Future Part 2 is a Sonic the Hedgehog clone. Not very good one at that, but it's incredible to look at. I'm almost like, this game's astonishing in a way based on what it is, but I think I overranked it. We're not here to change that, so we won't look at that another time. Anyways, that's King of Dragons. So I should, you know what? Maybe in the coming weeks, depending on what, I look at some of the other games at Retro Chris and obviously Magnus Scoops with Zool. Let's look at more of these Capcom beat 'em ups, because there's a lot of them, right? There's some good ones. Oh, not the Purple Boy. Come on. Let's play more of these another time. It is 10 p.m. though, so let's call things there. I thought maybe you'd play a third game today, but let's table it for now. I've been streaming long enough for this particular show. But hang out for a little bit. We might do something after. I have some stuff I might want to dig into. But for now, of course, this episode will be archived over at youtube.com/@RJLee. Go there for the video archives. Of course, like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Watching the VOD, why don't you come on over to twitch.tv/RJLee. Let me follow over here. It's free. You get a handy notification every time I go live and hang out with my cool chat over here. Of course, you can always support with a Twitch subscription that goes towards the bonus streams, the doubleheader of events. One half of that is video game related. One half of that is Playlist LP, which is where I take my guitars back there and I play Rocksmith, of course, using the custom DLC provided by the fine folks over at customsport.com. Wonderful little community. So much of them. I would not be able to do any of those streams without them. It's a wonderful little community. Thank you so much. Of course, want to bypass all that Twitch business, you can always go to my personal Stream Balance page and give me a tip and or donation. You can do that with the links down below. Got securities, big old face there. Just click here, tip. Of course, that's the most direct way to support me. Thank you so much, everyone who's ever done that. Much like Magnus Scoops did today, much like RetroCrest did the other week, which, of course, at least a $20 tip or 8 gift subs or 2,000 bits can suggest a super dope game for yourself, like Zool, or even a Zoop, Purple Boy. If you wish, pleases your heart, and suggest such a game, and I have to play it as soon as possible, as long as I'm running this particular show, or as long as I'm not playing someone else's game, or as long as at the very end of the show, like it is today, I will gently nudge you into the line in the queue of everyone else's games I'm and or playing, or until next time. Of course, you want to see this full list of Super Nintendo games for yourself, you can go to tinyurl.com/SNES ranking. And of course, there you'll see this giant list for yourself on my personal website. Of course, beside every single game, there is a handy dandy little link that you can click on, which is time coded to the moment in my YouTube archive at which I start playing that game. Please do use those. Of course, time coded links. I use them for every single video archive video I put up there. So go check that out if you wish. And that's it. that's all I got today for this particular show, but we'll be right back. Be back. We'll hang out for a little longer, right? I got some other stuff we got to take a look at before we end the day. But for the VOD, thank you so much again for joining me. Have a nice night. Take care of yourselves. Make sure you hydrate. You know, it's important. I got to hydrate right now, so I'm going to do it. Let's go to my end card. All right, y'all. Peace. Have a good one. Have a good night. Later.